Hello and welcome back. Right, so we have got some work to do. Now I've got to be honest, I always did plan on this being a nuclear let's play, but it's with great regrets that we're going to go out with a bang though, we are, definitely, but yeah, there's only so much anyone can do, and this was more about showing the things. I have got to be honest though, this equipment we've got on here, it was one of the worst starts we've had, but it's ended up being one of the best. And the expansion we've had has been quite phenomenal. Yes, there's bits and bobs that are a bit bumpy, right, but we can't not go out without using the fast bale. That just would be sacrilege. So yes, it's a shame I can't afford a little tiny... Oh, that is a point, I've got a telehandler. I reckon what we're going to do is we are going to set the JCB going for the first time with not us doing this. We should set a worker going on our field because yeah, it's fully grown, isn't it? I can't remember if we did fertilise in the end. No, we didn't. Well, sorry, we didn't get around to it. I know it was typical. Right, okay, let's set this going. I don't think I've even got a course on this. Never did get around to cutting those few trees, but hey ho, it is what it is. You can't do everything. There is always... Right, so create job. Let's do the very first time we've actually done this. Field position. Oh, it doesn't recognise as a field. Okay then, in that case we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, which is to create a custom field. Okay, I think we're going to go, yeah, we will do. We'll go the other side of that tree, though. I really think we will, to avoid any accidents, I think. Yeah, I don't want any accidents. Alright, so we should cut, yeah, let's do as close to the edge as possible to maximise what we are doing, though. Yeah, this is the old-fashioned way of doing a field. Yeah, I always did plan on ploughing this out and everything, so but I can't get over how good a set of equipment we've got. Absolutely amazing, the drops that we had in the end, and the fast bale. It would be just sacrilege not to use that at least once. It is my favourite baler, it really is. So we're gonna go out with a bag. Now it's got a field, so why is it not recognising it? You can see it where it's got the proper edging. Don't understand it. Oh well, but never mind. We will cut our own field. But be careful here. This is where it goes into their land. I think that is ours though. It's a weird field edge, and then of course there's this bit here where it goes too close to the water, and it's about there I think. Yeah, the bushes have driven me crazy on this, and there is an awful... If I had have started, I've got to be honest, I really do love this map as well. It is not, it's just literally is a map that there is only so much anybody can do. We've got Hobo's Hollow. I don't want to... I was thinking I've not been on... Well actually I did do my Hobo's Hollow. I did a couple of good episodes last week. The old stream farm, I think, yeah, there's very little interest in that. It's a shame, but every Let's Play has its, time, it truly does. My Greenlands still, I've got to do an episode on that, but I thought, let's get done what we've got to get done for now. Let's get, let's go out with a bang. That's what I'm trying to say, so that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we have certainly seen some expansion on this that I just cannot get over how well we have done. I mean, this has had some of the nastiest bits where we couldn't even fertilise the field because we've got no money, couldn't buy equipment, but we overcame all of these. And this is the first time we will actually have had a worker do anything. We've done every single thing on this Let's Play ourselves, so make a nice change. We're going to go to have a bit of a saunter today. We've set the mower mowing, and we'll go and get the fast bale with the telehandler. I think I can do that. I'm sure I can. I'm sure if there's an adapter actually as well to make it so. Right, stop. We do indeed want to call it CP1. Fantastic. Now let's try that again. Right, so create job. Oh, follow me, of course, it dropped today. I'd forgotten. Right, open, close, oh, hang on. We didn't select the field. Right, now we generate 6.8 meters. I think 3 headlands. It's quite a wide land. And generate. It's a very strange shaped field. Right, and save, even though it does seem to put us in a way. Create new folder. And save course. Oh, this is where it goes glitchy. It won't let you do it. You have to go out and then go back in. We're getting a dab hand at this, knowing exactly how Courseplay foibles work. Right, so we want 6.8 meters. And first go. And we shall go and grab some equipment. A slow saunter while our field gets done, which makes a nice change. We'll grab our telehandler, which needs repairing. Yeah, again, the trees. I know I did really want to do the trees and all the rest of it. There's only so much you can do, and it is a lot of work. It really, I always recognise that. It really was. Right, so let's go take this across. Repair it. It's not the fastest, but it's 26 miles an hour. And I do apologise for everybody about the 43 kph. That if you're anything like me, I don't think in kph, or yeah, I am a miles per hour person. But Courseplay, this game is in meters. Everything is in meters. If I have in miles per hour, then I lose the meters on all implements within Courseplay, because Courseplay to me is quite a big part of. I prefer it to normal workers. I do. And I'm an intermediate user. I'm not going to say advanced, because yeah, I don't consider myself. I've seen what some of the absolute geniuses with Courseplay can do, and I definitely, yeah, same as using Scroft is a dab hand at using not only Courseplay but auto drive as well. You were going to crash into me, you know. You need to take your test again, mate. I don't know. Dodgy. Right. So. Grab the fast bale. Now then, is there anything I can stick? I'm trying to think if there's. We haven't got, oh no, not got anything small enough anyway, even if that was the case. Yeah, oh, we never got to use the planter. Oh, look, quite a few of the bits and bobs. Oh well. Yeah, it was never really my life. Right, got the big bag lift we can. We never did even place a mod, I don't think, for altering things. Please tell me this has got a. Oh, it's a 3-button link, but I think it's still got the eyelet one. I'm sure I can still tow it. I couldn't use it. Yay, I thought it did. Right, yes, it is a fantastic map. It's another one very much. There's quite a lot of no man's landish ones coming out. Calmlands, yeah, this. Obviously, the wild. I keep wanting to say the Wild West. The Western Wildlands, yeah, the Alien Gym one. It is a fantastic map, and we've got. Oh boy, have I done some work on that! It's a monster, and the growth again, because the fields are so big, it's exploded, truly. And then the fantastic BGA by Disturbed Simulations. Wow, is that an absolutely cracking mod? And he's done an update today, so I'm looking forward to. Using that as probably one of my go-to productions, probably one of the first in almost every Let's Play, because it's got such a lot of applications almost on any farm, and it is so reasonable as well. So yes, like that, the slurry yard, I would imagine, and also the productions pack. Is it the Lord? God, I've got to get. Yeah, I did know. I've looked, but my memory is so terrible. Yeah, so we will. Yeah, definitely, we'll do the bale stroke windrowing manually, because they. Yeah, no, then it's. No, we don't need it. Whoa. Yeah, I never got to use. That's my favourite harvester as well, which is why I bought it. No one's got no money, but. Okay. Yeah, when I thought you've got to use the fast bale, you can't just go without using that. It's just well dodgy. Now, the one thing I am going to place, we've got enough to do this. Is I'm going to put a tool down. I'm not sure if it'll let me place on the beach. I would have thought it would. Place my favourite. No, I don't think it would actually. No. Let me place it anywhere. Oh, yeah, it does over there. Okay. Orange tabs out. See how close. Ah, it's not bad. Still, it's just, yeah, we do definitely need this. Oh wow. Okay, that's near the slurry yard. Even though it's an awful long way from... we could put it near there, couldn't we? That's a point where we always go as well. Yeah, I like that. Right, smashing. We've got all means of cleaning and the means of repairing and altering things now, which I think, yeah, we're going to need to alter that. Because we can't pick it up. Yeah, we need the front loader. Right, let's drop that. Oh, that's the point. Let's just see. I can't remember. Yeah, it's only got one bale side. Size. No points. Yeah, it's got automatic at it already. Right, we'll drop that off. Yeah, I'm not probably even going to get to use the Scorpion. I love this as well. It's a cracking, let's switch that off. It's a cracking mod. I love it. Well, a net cracking mod. It is a cracking telehandler. It really is. Yeah, I do absolutely love the class. It is definitely one of my favourites. Class and Fendt, probably my two favourite manufacturers. I'm not a massive... A lot of people love John Deere. I found it a bit samey, and I'm not having a go. This is a personal opinion. Their equipment, there's some fantastic. There is a couple of ones that I really love, and I've got to be honest, some of the smaller mods, the 6300, it would be my go-to. So the small end stuff I like, and there's also there's another one as well. It's really 12 grand, 60 horsepower. That is phenomenal. But as soon as you start to go to the mid-range, they get more expensive than everything else, and the feature set is samey. So it's sort of like I'm paying more and getting less. There's a Case is probably one of my medium tractors. The Magnum is so reasonable. I mean, for 100 odd grand, you can get 260, 249 to 275, 6 horsepowers. Absolutely amazing, really is. Let's travel along for the ride if I can catch it. Right, we're going to no, we won't, because I'm going to chatter for a couple of minutes. Yeah, plans obviously not for this sort of let's play with, yeah, the Wild Westlands, West Wildlands. Oh, gee, I will get it right. Yes, I'm planning on that. Obviously, the Hobo's Hollow, definitely firm favourite, and people are still loving it. So I'm going to do it as long as it's popular. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it in that Hobo's Hollow, and it's one of those that Let's Plays where, and Greenlands definitely. I'm loving the expansion on Greenlands. I have never had such growth on a Let's Play as we had from Greenlands. It was the worst start I've ever had. This was bad, but it was not as bad as Greenlands. We had so little equipment when we started. It was terrible. I had just one, the 175 horsepower small tractor, the New Holland. Absolutely amazing. That has got us through so much, really. It's absolutely amazing, and it's still the second most powerful we've got tractor, and I love the turning circle on it, and there's nothing not to love. Its speed, it's so versatile. Yeah, love it. So that's another one that's, yeah, the people are enjoying it, so I'm going to still crack on. But it's exponential growth. I have never seen such phenomenal, and I do in parts say some of that is definitely down to the partners that we have. We have some standing contracts in almost every Let's Play. We have 3 partners at least. We have Disturbed Simulations with the Mini BGA, Missy B, a long-standing relationship with her even since FS19 with Missy B, and also X2 Studios with the multi-fruit buying. I cannot ignore the fact the impact my partners and my contractors, our partnerships working together, that has actually in all the Let's Plays had an impact. It's not, I mean, we've often silage work nets you a fortune even if I sold it at the BGA, but obviously to go into productions, and I love the fact that we are beginning to. The other thing is, I have neglected animals somewhat. Now I've had a good look tonight at all of the productions, because it was only in the new Alien Gym map, but I realised, I thought, you're not playing you've got lots of productions. You're thinking too old school. FS19, obviously there were a few productions at the end, and I did do a bit of sugar. I must have it on my Lone Oak with the factories that we had on at the end of FS19. But I thought, I have had the production packs on my first couple of Naum Creek and my Hornbella. I thought we've got to truthfully embrace. What are you doing? Why are you going that far out? Do you know? Right. Cool. We'll do it ourselves. Right. Yeah. I still chatter. I can manage this as well, I think. Right. Yeah. So, yeah, I've got to embrace productions far more than I have been doing today, and also animals. I wish to embrace those a lot more. There's some of the open pasture ones that are very reasonable. I think you just lose the manure, which obviously formatting having the BGA as a first thing, that's a bit of a loss, but you can't have everything. The price of them is so reasonable, and I think it's up to 80 animals, and it's such a negligible amount. The same as chickens, some open pasture chickens. Absolutely, I think it was 2,000 for 150 for an open pasture chicken place, and I thought, that's a no-brainer. You can do that even at the beginning of a Let's Play, really. Buy a bit of wheat in and have animals from the get-go without it absolutely killing you. A few sheep. I've not had sheep once in FS22 at all. I've had cows once, and we're about to do it on Herbert's Hollow. Keeps threatening to do it, and I'm thinking, I am not. There's nothing going to get in my way. This time he says so, so firmly. Yeah. I think the only thing that would... Yeah, no, it won't. We've got to crack on. We've said we'll do it, and we'll do it. Let your yes mean yes, and your no mean no. That's yeah, definitely the way that I was brought up. Don't change your mind. I mean, there's been some things... We've had some curveballs more than anything. Things that, yeah, happened that threw us a bit of wobble. And there were a couple of special deals, but... And also, there was one time when we could have afforded the... to put the animal... Because I was... determined I was going to go big. I was going to go for the Royally Christie 150 grand, which is still very reasonable, but it's still, for us, it's always represented a lot of money. There's always been... I could have put it down last year, but instead we went for the BGA because I thought, yeah, but that's going to exponentially make growth better, so just put that down, and then next year we will. And of course then we had to buy the slurry yard, but now we bought all of that. It is literally a matter now of, yeah, working with our productions, and well, we've done it. We've got 260 something thousand, 270 odd thousand, so enough to buy. I know we've got the debt, but I can pay probably 50 grand of the debt off, and also buy lots of cows plus the actual cow yards. Cow barn, whatever, I can't remember what Brother Christie called it. Cow something or something, but yeah, it's a fantastic, in my opinion, probably one of the most reasonable and massive capacity of all that's in the model at present. But then it is something you would expect of Royally Christie, a bit like H2 Studios, the level of the things. Don't get me wrong, we've got trouble with the H2 Studios slurry stroke thing. It's not working with some of the slurry yard. It doesn't like it, and obviously that's, as I said, our partner Missy B, we don't go really most Let's Plays. That will be a feature definitely of working, especially working with a BJ as well, definitely. So it's a no. If it doesn't work, then we wouldn't buy the H2 Studios ones, because it's, yeah, I can't remember who made it. I think it's Mantrid Mad. Yeah, who's done the junior and the senior, that we are again featuring on this very Let's Play, and quite a few Let's Plays. In fact, it's probably my go-to again. So Mantrid's another partner. Black Sheep modding, wouldn't go anywhere without the HX20. Is my go-to, especially on a start from scratch where budgets. It also mulches, so it's sort of like a 6.8 Courseplay reads it as, supposed to be 6.2 according to the measurements, but yeah, it's Courseplay reads at 6.8, and it certainly does not cut at that. So I'll give Courseplay the yeah, because we all know that all the implements seem to cut slightly or plough slightly beyond their capacity. There's always that little tiny line to the left. Now obviously I try not to use that, I try to do it as level, but there is a bit, same as headers, it's that little tiny line that it seems to take just past the edge of it, and it is a little, but when you do that twice, two sides, that adds up to quite a few centimetres or half a metre or whatever. So yeah, right, going to think, am I going to go into a time lapse? I think we will now. I've chatted on, waffled enough, and bent your ears for long enough. But yes, I'm just chattering about going forwards. Thank you also for the support from the channel members who are the vocal. Phil B, a massive shout out to your continued support and your help. It's absolutely invaluable, and it's not. Yeah, I do very much appreciate the subscribers, the viewers, and any input you've got. Honestly, I'm not one of those who's not. I'm not going to shoot you down in flames. I'm not. I am very interested. I always class these Let's Plays as our farm on any of the Let's Plays. So I like people's inputs. I really don't be afraid to voice your opinion, because I will listen. I really will. I'm not going to promise I'm going to act on it, but I will listen if it's in harmony with. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I love. Obviously, I've not made any secret of the fact that Mr. CDP is one of my. He is my favourite content creator. He really is, definitely. And these subscriber contracts, that type of thing, it's not something I wouldn't. Obviously, I don't want to literally mirror what Mr. CDP does, but then again, it's like any good idea. It's many people have got their own flavour of an idea. So yes, I again don't think that. What's that saying? Standing on the shoulders of giants. If something's a good idea, then it's, yeah, if you acknowledge the fact that it wasn't your original idea, then I acknowledge the fact I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, then I don't think that's a terrible. We'll really finish this. Let's crack on and chatting. Right, we will definitely time-lapse the windrow stroke baling though, definitely, because it's going to take a while. But yeah, it's, yeah, I think good ideas, that type of thing, I'd love to. I always wonder about. I try to sort of reach out and engage the viewers and you viewers and you subscribers. Truly do. I really value your inputs, and I know it's, yeah. People sometimes think, oh, I'm not gonna have a word, but no, I love it. It's fantastic. We've got a lot of lady subscribers and gents. Definitely a good sort of balance. So yes, yeah, you ladies as well. I would absolutely value your opinion. I have the utmost respect for lady farmers as well as gent farmers. There is no, yeah, there aren't many content creator ladies. There is Farmer Girl. She started about Christmas, and her channel went kaboom. I mean, she's absolutely, yeah, straight away. Like, yeah, I was like, oh wow, yeah, literally saw, and then within a few weeks she'd got hundreds of subscribers, and I thought, wow, that's the way to do it. Yeah, so hat off to the lady farmers. Yeah, definitely. Right, yeah, I think, yeah, we're going to go into a time lapse now. I'm going to literally cut the rest of this windrow and then bale. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. do come out of a time-lapse a bit. I don't know how everybody else feels about using certain... Everyone's got favourites, but I love this. This is something I discovered quite late on. But also the Samaz twist, just a bit of advice that as obviously from someone who's begun to get to the best. When you're doing you going around corners, do it very gradually, nudge, 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 really gently. You don't miss much of your grass then when you do it. It's really fantastic, it really is. And the fast bale, you can just literally set your cruise control, go in and forget about it, watch the wheel go by. I love that. I think, as I say, this has become my favourite because of how it is to me. I can just relax, I really can. All of the others you've got to stop, go backwards, or I mean, you can turn on automatic drop now for almost everything, so that's not much different on anything else. But yeah, this you can just literally cruise control. And I say, if you use the Samaz by just gently nudging around corners, you really will miss so little bit of the grass. It's unbelievable. So yeah, just thought I'd quickly pipe up with that while we sort of go, and you can see, yeah, you just gently nudge around each of the corners rather than a fast turn. It does work with almost all tools, but yeah, it is really very much the workers tend to miss nearly all of the corners because they rip around the corners at so fast. And then of course you have to do cleanup, whether it's forage wagons or if it's a baler. So yeah, definitely say this is better for a person, and the roundy type fields, or this is sort of like a teardrop-ish type shape, is perfect for this kind of field. Square fields, it's okay, but it's better on lines rather than sort of, yeah, the corners again are going to be the weak spot. Again, as a human, you can very gradually nudge around. So yeah, that would work. But yeah, the AIs, if you were using normal workers or even Courseplay, it really is a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I know you've got obviously you've got to overlap a little bit like that. You're cutting across rather than doing it perfectly. But I'd sooner do that and do it in one pass than I would faff around, start, reverse. It just makes baling an absolute dream. And I think that, I don't know how everybody else feels on this, but that is I love to find that equipment, the dream set of equipment that you're always looking for, to think, yeah, that is my favourites, that is what I'm going to use a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's always nice to try. You never know if you're going to find a new favourite. Definitely. I mean, the Class Roland was my firm favourite in FS19 and FS22 for a while, until I hit this on Calmsden on a special deal one morning, and since that, it did not take me very long to think, wow, as a human being, it's so relaxing to use a piece of equipment that you just go, hit cruise control and just crack on, and it literally drops your bales because of that loading chamber, and it's amazing, it really is, so stress-free. I love that when you find equipment like that. It's one reason why I don't do that much logging. I find it, because of game mechanics, very stressful when I've got high blood pressure, so it's one of those things that I try to avoid. It is actually, I'm saying that, I would like to know, it is also one of my favourite things to do. I do love it, I really do like forestry, but it's the... when I used to do it grand style, I used to use the Flegel auto load, which again is back in game now. That makes, yeah, loading, because of game mechanics again. Although we have got a lot of things like the big bag winch, let's give it its proper name, yeah, like that does make loading, and there's a couple of also grapples that are quite good as well, even ones that aren't really meant for that purpose. There's a really good, what's the manufacturer? I was using it on my Wild Westlands, Western Wildlands. Do you know, we should get that name right. It's just not sticking. I just want to say the Wild West. Although it is about that, it's not called that. Yeah, the new Alien Gym map. Yeah, I will get it right. I wouldn't mind. I posted a couple of episodes only yesterday. It just something about it's not clicking. I just want to say the Wild West all the time. But yeah, it is absolutely phenomenal. A lovely map, absolutely. And I agree. I watched Mr. CDP's map review, and I agree. The only thing about No Man's Land, it was very much in the pioneer spirit, where you feel absolutely and utterly alone. And there are times when I don't find that quite nice. It's nice to feel close to other people, and that's why I love the little villagey type ones like Greenwich Valley and things like that, because you're passing cars and you've got people walking on the side of the road. It's as a human being, it sort of touches you with that part of humanity, that being part of something else and other people. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's bad sides to people as well, but it is nice. I like that. And there was, although it's not, yeah, it's just a stone throw away from the store, and yeah, it's a reminder of people being around. Whereas No Man Land, you was like you versus the elements, and there was no sign of anybody else at all around you. So yeah, I sometimes felt a bit isolated with that kind of map. Not sure about Calm, again, because I've looked on Calmlands and I thought, I think I'd got too much on, if I'm honest, when it first came out. It does look a really, I mean, Daggerwind's doing a fantastic survival challenge on that one, and quite a few people are going into the Calmlands one. It is a nice one, but this is another one very much in the same vein. There's quite a few Pioneer map as well, another one in the same vein as No Man's Land. I did love doing that Nuclear Let's Play. It was, again, another one we went out with a bang. We really did. Again, I'm hoping we do on this one. I mean, our exponential growth of equipment on this one is absolutely amazing. It really is. Yeah, and I just wish we'd have been able to fertilise this so we could have done it justice. We've got a maximum yield out of it, but yeah, it is what it is. We're still going to do well. So yeah, I'm going to literally going to do this, send time up, grab the... Do you know, I don't think we did we? I've not bought the... we'll release the Anderson Bale trailer one last time. We'll take these and see how we did in the end. It won't be massive, because obviously it'll be just this set of bales that we are putting in, and just the final bit of the slurry that we, the digestate that we take to our partner Missy B to work her magic with the contracts that she's got. Super duper government contracts, definitely. Where she goes to get the prices she does, but I am not complaining. Yeah, secret research facilities, I think, but yeah, it's absolutely amazing. There are some fantastic productions as well now. Really, I was looking, I say I had a good look earlier to see, I wanted to better starts to use productions, and also Precision Farming going forwards. Phil B gave a lot of advice on that, and I said, because there's still not that much out there from content creators, not really. You have to scour quite deep in some of the other content creators' things for little tiny snippets of information, but a lot of it's guesses, guesstimates. But yeah, the environmental impact, that is huge and very much different from FS19. I literally did understand precision farming to quite a degree. I didn't overcomplicate it. I knew what worked, and I mean, the science behind it's amazing. It is truly, but yeah, I just want to, as a farmer, do the best I can to work with the environment, to have the least environmental impact, but also the most growth, and also the least waste, because obviously it's not only is that good for the environment, it's also good for your wallet as well, and that's not the main thing, obviously. It really is the impact of the environment as well. To be green is quite phenomenal, so yeah. But obviously it certainly doesn't help, and also these bonuses that you get when you work with it, now that is incentive to actually work with the environmental factors of the precision farming. Yes, I'm looking forward to embracing and learning on this journey on precision farming, truly am. Yeah, definitely. Shall I go back into a time lapse? How much more have we got to do? I don't know, we're getting there, aren't we? Yeah. Although, to be honest, I think I've discussed everything. But one thing I was going to say, I was thinking about it when I was just in time-lapse mode. I was like thinking, yeah, obviously I said lady farmers, but there are also lady viewers who may not be interested in actual farming simulator. I hope they are, because it is a fantastic, it's certainly not a, shouldn't be a male-dominated thing. I think lady tractor drivers and, yeah, are just equally as efficient, maybe more so. Yeah, I mean, again, that's based upon not really sex, but ability between the sexes. There could be fantastic operators who are men, and there can be fantastic operators who are ladies. So it's not always about the sex of someone, it's about their personal skill. Yeah. But yes, I wasn't disincluding anybody who views just to relax and listen to have a bit of a chill. I love Farming Simulator, as I say, because the world's full of magic and violence and zombies and all that type of thing, and sometimes, you know, I just think, let's have a go at Farming Simulator. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's good. Yeah, there's nothing distasteful in it, nothing horrible, no violence, and it's, yeah, journey where we go and see how well we did on a particular map. Absolutely love it. Yeah. On the Alien Gyms map, though, I've got to be honest, the fields, typical me, I didn't cut little fields, I cut the square as a field, so it's massive and there's nowhere to go. So even me, I do like to show everything like we have done on this one. I truly do just time-lapse it normally, or talk to you, the viewers and subscribers, about plans and all the rest of it, especially with this being the last episode of this as well. Truly, yeah, why not have a bit of a saunter about our plans and all the Let's Plays and plans going forwards for the channel and what we do within the again, any ideas, anything anybody would like to see, a particular mod, or that's another thing. I might not do mod reviews, but I do try to bring in new mods that I think, I mean, I bought some mods in that are awful as well. Some of them are really terrible, but some of them are fantastic. Yeah, but even whether they're terrible or not, it's nice to show whether they're terrible or not. I don't mean to have a go at the modders, don't mean it in that way. What I mean is, it is nice to have a go. There's some bale. It was on this very episode where I think I used, it was A1 Trucker, thanks a lot for that, said, I think it was a cotton, and yeah, that makes perfect sense now. It was massive, but there are still quite a few of those, and just because I failed on that single, see, I'm trying to go for realism, so obviously the big bag winch, again, straps wouldn't hurt anything, so yes, of course you could use it, but I don't want to just always use the big bag winch. I was going for what you really would in real life, the proper, but they do drop a lot, but that just because that one does. There's the Howell pack, there's the Roberts pack now, where you could try that. You never know, you might get one that doesn't drop, or drops just the odd one twice in the field, which you've got to expect a little bit of that. It's just that it was dropping nearly every other bale, and I'm like thinking, I'd never drop this with a big bag winch. It's taking longer, I'm double handling everything, so yeah, but it is nice. Just because something's let you down once, or a particular type of thing's let you down once, doesn't mean to say that a new thing like it won't have mastered that. I mean, I don't think there'd be anything better than the big bag handler of the CSM pack in FS19, but the big bag winch reminds me that FS22 is a different beast. Yes, there's some terrible, awful things in FS22 that I'm sure Giants eventually will get around to fixing, hopefully, but you can see the potential of the game. I think after years like FS19 at the end of FS22, I think truthfully this game will be very well rounded. There's some absolutely amazing modders and mods coming out, a stupendous amount of mods today. Mr. CDP's going to have his work cut out to do that lot justice. What came out today is enormous amount of mods, sheds. It's like it just exploded. I went on the mod hub and there were pages after pages after pages of new things, and I thought, whoa, I've loaded at least 7 or 8 new mods in today, and that's me being picky. I also unloaded some that I've not used because I'm a terrapher. Oh, that's a good idea, let's do that. But then when you realise that, well, I've never used it. I've got too many tractors, and I've got being a start from scratch. It's usually about reasonableness. There's a few the HTZs that I want to bring into a Let's Play because they're really good ones. Yeah, they are. I'm very reasonable. About 45,000 for a 240 horsepower tractor. Yeah, I'd like to bring that in as a main starting tractor. Really would. But yeah. Or as a modded sale item, whichever. But it's funny how some mods don't, tractors and all that, don't drop ever. I don't think I've ever seen the HTZ in the sales, ever. And yet you do see some mods that come quite frequently. The JCBs actually. I was in editing. I was looking at a few different videos I edited over the weekend, and I thought another JCB, another JCB, another JCB in the sales. Masses quite frequently. Quite a few John Deeres. And I wasn't having a go at John Deere, rather there's some fantastic modder John Deeres that are amazing horsepower, high-end tractors that I certainly would. It's just that sometimes some of the John Deeres seem overpriced for the comparable. Fence equally, that's why I very rarely have Fence, not because I don't like them, they are my favourite manufacturer. It's just in most Let's Plays I can't afford one unless they're on super duper special offer. No Man's Land I got the Fence. The big one that's fast. Not my absolute favourite, the 1150, but the is it 1150? Always is it 1150 or 1100? I'm never. Yeah, I should point out which one I'm waffling on about. Yeah, the 1100 it is, the Vario, and I love these, the 900s as well. They are my definitely. Wow, they're amazingly priced, actually. I'm saying they're overpriced. They're not. Ah, it's the higher one. That's it, isn't it? It's the next one up. No, it isn't, actually. I thought they went to 500 horsepower. I'm sure there's a 500 horsepower one of those. Am I imagining this? Am I going mad? Or is it? Yeah, that's right. That's the proper. Yeah, they've modded, aren't they? Of course, that's why they're cheaper. But yes, I'd love one of those. It's quite a high range Fendt, really. The 251s. Yeah, 415 horsepower. Yeah, I'd gladly own one of those. I don't know if I've seen many of those on special, but yeah, that is definitely my go-to. Look at the speed. I think it's, is it 40 something miles an hour? That's my absolute favourite. It is. I did prefer the one in FS19 because you could put the front 3-point link on it, and I loved that. It turns on a dime with having the absolute dream. Again, another relaxing saunter that's an absolute beast. Right, anyway, let's crack on. Yeah, just I love the Fence, and to say there are a few John Deeres, usually the very low end and the very high ends that I do actually like. So it's not me having a go at John Deere, it's just I find a lot of their mid-range tractors in game to be much of a muchness of every other one, and I can get cases which do exactly the same sort of horsepower for half the price or 2/3 the price, so I often go case. I do like the cases a lot. Yeah, the 25, the 7250s, 7200 Pros, the Magnums. Yeah, again, there are some cases that I never touch, that are the high-end ones that are, in my opinion, well expensive, so I'm not having a go. I'm just speaking as I personally also play. I mean, as a start from scratcher, I've always got to think of the money, and I think a proper farmer would as well. You can't afford to, unless you're a massive farm, to go for the best equipment all the time. In fact, I don't think even the best of farms could always go to have the very best. You can't, no one's doing that well that you can actually have the best of everything unless you are absolutely humongous, or you've been in the business for years and generations. Then maybe you have got the money in the backing through a lot of time in the business. But yeah, most normal sort of farmers couldn't afford the very best in everything. It's just not possible to do that. But yeah, but me personally as a farmer in Farming Simulator, I love the challenge of start from scratch, because you're showing the ultimate in, well, I had absolutely nothing, or I had very little, and this is what we've got when we finish. And also sometimes it'd be like on this, we have seen a lot of growth, and my Greenlands, as I said, I think that is the most growth I've ever seen within 1 year. We've got 5, 6, 7 fields, mini BGA, slurry yards. Not done sheds yet because we've got a couple of built-in ones, but we will be doing that. Yeah, I'm starting to put my roots down now there. We're going to be doing sheds and all sorts of things, making it home. Yeah, and that would be nice as well, because I always use a sleep anywhere. Got to try to get a bit better about using sleep mats or sleep triggers. Only by Hobo's Hollow, where we have got a house as well, and even that, in my defence, I do like to go on the edge of the field so that we're showing the growth. often grows in the middle of the night or by morning, and I like to show that. It's a farming game. I like to show people how the fields are growing, so you can't do that standing at the house when you're a long way from the field. So I do sort of defend the way that I do things, but in another way I would like to be a bit more storyline-ish, definitely a little bit more storyline driven, where we are playing a little bit more realistic, even though it is a game. I never want to forget that. It really is. So I never want to get too serious or too cut up, but I do like to plough straight. I think, yeah, it was my Alien Gym on the other day when I realised I was ploughing round corners, and I thought, whoa, what happens to realism? So yeah, I packed it in after a couple of turns, and I thought, and started to practice again, doing it as I want to do it going forwards. I want to be ploughing realistically, not wrecking my equipment by going round corners, which of course you can't really do with real ploughs, not unless you want to break your three-point link and your engine and all the rest of it. Yeah, you've got to treat your equipment with respect. But obviously on a game, I mean, the workers do it all the time. They just literally go round corners with such vim and vigour. But yeah, obviously I'm wanting to play realistically when I do the job. So same as auto loads, I don't want to be doing. Now I do draw the line at auto loads for pallets. I do think that's a good idea. It takes on my Horbella again. I did a lot of manual loading to begin with, and it does take some time. I think I did say that in one episode. I said this can double the amount of time it takes with me loading the pallets. So I can understand why auto loads with pallets and that is becoming very popular, and I will be following suit on that particular type of thing. There's a Rawley Christie super duper and very reasonable auto load trailer. In fact, there's quite a few. There are. It's not just the Rawley Christie one, but that's probably the one again. So far is my favourite. Yeah, it's definitely some absolutely very talented modders. I would like to. The one thing I've not done yet is the Mantrid lightweight type things with the lights on as well. I would like to load those. I keep forgetting to do that. I would like to feature those. They do look fantastic. Not the cheapest. Again, I do love these self-made. Right, I think that is us done. Let's find that up. Yeah, we shall put this down, have a look how well we have done. How many bales? No, it won't be fantastic, that I do know, but that's, yeah, I'm not really worried about that. It is what it is. We never did cut this side of the thing either. It's very bumpy though, if I'm honest. It really is. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look. So we will, yeah, we'll let these go off, then we shall lease the... Remember their manufacturer, the Anderson Bale trailer. We shall stick this up here. But yeah, we will be, as this is our swan song, as the saying goes. We will do store deliveries when it's time to do it. Right, so then we shall, yeah, wait a couple of. Now that's one thing I do love about the clamps. It took 1 day for the clamp to go off. These take 2 days, and I still think that's amazing. It really is. But yeah, the clamps, 1 day. Because I was amazed. Right, anyway, we're going to literally sleep through for a couple of days. Yeah, I would fertilise for once, but again, this is going to be the last cut, so it's absolutely pointless. It really is. Yeah, even though I know it's good farming practice, I know I'm not. Don't think I'm coming back. If I'm honest, this was always my intention to do a nuclear. But don't get me wrong, though, I do love this map. I really do. I've got a very soft spot for it. It may be one of those. It's weird. You sort of think about coming back. There's always new maps being released. But if it does slow down, and I do have stuck for a let's play, I would love to come back here. I really would do a proper let's play. I would probably face it in a different way than we have now. So I could leave this save, I suppose, and we could sell our fields and cash in everything. I know we're going to lose a lot of money, but just for realism, so we're starting again with a bit of a start-up lineup, but where it doesn't absolutely humongously change things. Because we have got a few good pieces of equipment of even traditional farming now with the... Yeah, we have now got the harvester. Yeah, we've got almost a fantastic trailer telehandler. It would be a very, very nicely rounded start for a let's play. There's an awful lot of growth to be had still. So yeah, I'm not going to destroy the save. But if we were to come back, I think what we would do is we would, because we've done this already, we would sell this field, sell all of our placeables. Yes, and I know that's going to... But again, it's all part of the story of us growing again. So yeah, I'd willingly do that, I would. Anyway, let's have a look and see how well we did. I'm guessing 40 something. 40. We had 48 last time we did this, I think. Oh, 59. Oh, actually, it was 59 last time. So yeah, at least that's true. Our precision farm, yeah, but we've not done anything. But then it doesn't get half when it grows and you cut it. There's a fertilised state in that, isn't there? I believe. So anyway, right. Let's go to sleep now. Did we have a look at what's on special offer today? Even though we can't afford anything, even if we did. And also, why are we buying? Well, you never know. We could come back, as I said. Got to treat it as if you're going to. Right, let's sleep till the morning. And what are we on? Or April, right at the beginning of the year. So we'll keep it at 8. We shall see what the sales bring in the morning. There's nothing being processed in our biogas plant, so there should be no payout. Of course, we will get our placeable payouts. That's another good thing as well. There's a few lovely little... Oh, Fascinites. I don't know how this works, Fascinites, I really don't. And they don't seem terribly fast either. They seem exactly as slow as they ever were. So I don't know what the Fascinite bit is, because perhaps I'm not having a go at the mod. It is probably, we all know it's probably me that's got it wrong rather than right, 46%. Ooh, oh now, wow, is that not good value? That's got to be the modded one. It is 325 horsepower, 123,000. That would be amazing had we got 123,000. Yeah, it's definitely what we would need, more tractors if we were starting. But yeah, has been an absolute beast, a fantastic bit of kit. I've thoroughly loved having the JCB. Yeah, it's the first time I've had one in FS22. Really enjoyed that. Right, so let's sleep again through. Sorry, Massey Ferguson, to miss you. You would have made a cracking second tractor, or even first tractor. I think this is the 201 horsepower, isn't it? 235 or something like that. So it's the low end JCB. There's a 348 horsepower, the high end one, isn't there? What is this? I don't class sleeping twice as... Oh, do you know, I don't understand some mods. Right, okay, so still there. Corn champion. Oh, that is good. 30 meters. No, it's too. Oh, of course, they're the ones where you put them on the back, aren't they? Where they've got the now they're the ones. I would, yeah. Don't do enough of slurrying or manuring. It's something I would like to. I did do the Samson on the Elstream farm. Right, let's just speed time up while we're waffling on. Yeah, I did. I enjoy doing that because you can double applicate as well, to do a double application, and that is amazing. I did really enjoy that. But obviously, precision farming though, that makes that really, it's all much of a muchness on that score. Of course, the only thing I would say is, although you say that, but you've still got a lime. I always find I lime every time, so in a way, you still like as if it's traditional base game, where you're fertilising twice, and I mean the only lime very occasionally on the base game. So yes, right. So they're ready. Right. Let's call the shop and ask them to drop off the Anderson bale trailer, which we should be leasing one last time. Yeah, where we staying? I would have bought one of these. They're amazing. I absolutely love them. So lease, absolutely yes. Right, let's grab these in, and we shall see how well we did. We'll get them processed, get the digestate to the slurry yard. When we've finished digesting these, we'll take this on until we've got to the end and see how well we did. Right, I am going to time-lapse this though, because we have at least 3 sets of these to do, so this is going to take a while. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, we shall give the shop a ring and ask them to pick the Anderson up. That is the last time we'll be leasing that on this Let's Play as it stands now. Definitely. Yep. We should use this to good effect. Right, we're going to sleep through till tomorrow. Did I check? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I remember that. Right, let's sleep through till tomorrow morning and see what happens overnight. You see, now, we slept through the day, and it took us the same length of time as the night. Now we've been stopped at night to sleep for exactly the same length of time again. So it actually, fast night is slow night because I'm having to do it twice. So, do you know, I think I'll pass on fast night. I'm almost sure I did this a long while back, and I loaded it for one session and thought, I don't see the point. Now, if you do get the point and you could enlighten me, I would be very grateful. Really would, because, yeah, to me it makes no sense whatsoever, because it's not fast. It slows you down. I'm going to have to do it twice now. I just don't get it at all. Oh, I remember sometimes. Now, some of these, I don't know, seem to be settling down. Yeah, now some of them, it's because we dropped them down and they weren't side bales, so you have to take them off the trigger and put them back on for them to, it's weird, it's another idiosyncrasy of the gaming universe. Yes, it really is. Some of them weren't, the ones we dropped last time, that should just be a matter of pushing them onto the trigger, but the other ones, I'm almost sure I'm not speaking nonsense for once, that yeah, it really is. Let's try and roll some of these. Some of these would just drop now. Yeah, those ones that aren't just not doing anything, they're the ones that were dropped that weren't silage bales when they dropped, and so they don't register. You've got to like take them off and then put them back on again. It's really strange. Right. Well, I think we are going to grab the telehandler, so we're going to go and convert this at the tool place, which is just at the other end of the BGO. I just saw it. We should convert it to a telehandler attachment. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do at all. I meant to grab the big bag winch. You see, now that's a John Deere piece of equipment that I would definitely say is one of my favourites. Absolutely. Now then, on the floor, so we're going to convert it. Get out of the way. Oh, I called the shop. Let's send that back. My bad. Oh, wow, another cracking. See that? Now that is one thing I have got to say. Some of my favourite harvesters. My favourite startup is the Case, but the favourite end line ones are the John Deeres. Definitely. So yes, it's not. I'm not being bad on John Deere's. They are definitely some of my. Right, so we want telescopic loader. Absolutely. Right, very nice that someone did it for free. It's not very often. Oh wow, the damage on that. Wow, it's brand new. We've only owned it a few months. Right, let's get this done. Be nice to get a little bit of view. I love the steering on Italian. They are amazing. Mind you, the JCB's good as well because it's very, yeah, it's four-wheel steer the same. Because the telehandlers are so small as well, as in, yeah, they're not. They really are fantastic for turning as well. Actually, we also will be now fully. Oh no, not quite. No, we can still drop a few. Let's try to aim for realism. Yeah, there we go. You see, Really is just the fact that they weren't registered. They were on here when they weren't silage, and when they fell and changed, the trigger doesn't see them, sort of thing. Is, yeah, in the best possible way that you can think of it. So you have to take it from the trigger and then bring it back onto the trigger. And yeah, probably I'm not far off the limit. Yeah. We'll do this because at least they register, and when it's the fill, they'll just automatically then well, I was aiming for, but it'll do. Right, let's not get mixed up with what I've done and what I haven't. Sure you leave the trigger. Right, let's get the last 3. So these should process really sort of through the, I don't know, got quite a lot. We shall see. Yeah, this is our last episode. I am not going to rush it for now. To see how well we did. Don't think we'll do as well as the Pioneer, but that was a phenomenal finish. It really was. All the crop and all of the silage bales. Boy, oh boy. Was that a massive... I think it was 400,000 or something silly. It was an awful lot of money. Fantastic way to go out. For saying we didn't spend that long on the Let's Play. It's typical when you are spending. I mean, the old stream farm, mind you, that was because it was on hard economy. That was torturous. I did sometimes think, oh my life, for a year I've just got 30,000 profits. It's ridiculous, right? Let's sleep through till tomorrow and see what gets processed. Yeah, we'll have to put up with the slow nights as well. I don't get it. It's probably me being... I have tweaked the settings as well, so yeah, perhaps me not understanding how the best way to use the mod, but to me, the one thing I thought fast nights would do is speed the nights up. Right, that should charge methane and digestates. Ah, methane as well. That's a point. Let's have a look in the... because this is updated today. Oh wow, I love it. Ah, we need to change him to selling, don't we? No, not that. Digestate, we don't want that other than storing, because our partnership with Missy B, definitely that's what that's on with. Right, let's sleep through one more time. We're going to process everything. Let's have a look what's on special. But another John Deere. Wow. Now that's the normal glitch, that's not down to fast nights. Yeah, it does that every now and again, as we all know. For some reason just suddenly stops doing the sleep. Weird. It nearly always does it at the beginning of a Let's Play. Nearly always. The first time you sleep, it always seems to do that weird glitch. And then next... oh, live. Now this is another thing I was saying. In FS19, if you walked near to something like that, you're reminded that gravity exists. Now you have to have a vehicle go near it to remind it. Let's do some lights on. Yeah, it's no longer a human being. It has to be a wow. 146,000. No. Right, so let's sleep through again. I suppose it's useful for processing things in productions. That's the one thing I've got to say. Because I'm sort of going to have 2 bites of the cherry in a way. So I suppose from... Let's see. Ooh, wow. That is... I love the Vulture. Absolutely amazing. Oh, wow. Not that we need a baler. We've got a super duper one. But wow, is that not good value? You could get a baler wrapper, the extractor, and look at that. If we were staying, I would definitely buy the Valmet. I almost bought the Regitrack the other day. It was on offer. It was the first time I was tempted to buy it, but yeah, that's not a very good offer. I definitely would be the Vulture, would be my choice. And there, 190 horsepower. Yeah, that would be. We would be buying that if we were staying. Let's have a look at our production. Have we done everything? Yes, that is everything processed. 62 tons. So let's grab the. Let's switch some lights on. And we should do this in the dark. See, that's another thing. I always wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is, yeah, dragging you guys and gals through this darkness is not my idea of fun all my life. Right, let's get this processed. The last thing we're going to do, I am very pleased. Yeah, I've looked. I've always looked. You know, I've got a goldfish memory. I think I was always afraid that I'm going to lose the deal, because there are sometimes, even in editing, that I think you didn't look at the sales. I hate missing out on the sales. You never know if your bestest mod that you really wanted for ages is on sale, and you can guarantee it'll be on those days that you forget to look. Because that's just how Murphy's Law works. Right, let's get this done. Now I believe, yes, the portholes, the top things now open and close, which they didn't before. That was the update today by Mantrid, was to make them open to, so it accepts and says no, blocks and accepts, product. Whereas before, obviously they didn't open, so it just, so excellent. I do love that kind of attention to detail. Yeah, for realism it is nice. I did try the slurry add-on by Wopster. I don't know if it's actually out for FS22, maybe, but I couldn't get on with it. Again, game mechanics, it was too difficult to get the pipes right. They didn't bend realistically to like life, and so it was. I thought, nah, I can't get on with this. I did try. I thought I'd like to go for the realism, but it was more faffy and stressful, and I thought, nope, we'll just stick to semi-realism. It's yeah. Yeah, would go big to go the senior, I think, if we were ever going big on Let's Plays, because it's obviously 50 tons, one hit, and you've literally, well, one and a bit hits, and we'd have got this done, whereas it's sort of like 5. In fact, yes, it is. It's 5 little goes. So we're going to do a little tiny final time lapse on this series while we empty all of the digestate, take it to our partner Missy B at the slurry yard and get it sold. So I shall say my words one final time on this Let's Play. I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. Right, the very last bit of digestate, the very last bit of product we are selling on this Let's Play, and that 218,564 is where we're going to leave it. I believe we have got everything sorted. Yes, we have. Literally, yeah, all energy and everything is sold, and our final amount is 218,564. I hope you've enjoyed our brief visit to this absolutely fantastic map. Thoroughly recommend you to have a go. It really is a fantastic map, really is. Yeah, would have liked to have done a bit of a wander, a bit more of a wander on the map. I really would. But I suppose we could do a final wander. Let's just speed time up a little. Let's just go to about 9, so it's full daylight. It's a little bit dingy in September at this time in the morning, so go to about 8. It should be reasonable. It looks quite bright now actually, to be honest. Right, let's have a bit of a wander. We've done the biogas plant, so we're not going to do that. Let's switch the lights off. I don't think we'll need them now. Let's have a bit of a wander. We've been down the main street as well, but yes, it would be nice. It's not quite a map tall, but we've certainly seen enough of this field. Definitely we know every inch, every sort of nook and cranny of this. It is amazing. Some lovely attention to details. I love the red rocks as well, really do. Absolutely amazing. Ooh, beautiful forward as well. Do love it. And the map makers are so gifted, so very good. Some are so good. Look at those rock formations. Are they not amazing? It really is phenomenal. Yeah. If we were going to come and do a Let's Play, definitely would be choosing different fields. Not, as I say, because it's different. It would be not. Wow, yeah, some fantastic features. Let's see if there's where we're going now. Let's have a look on the map. Where are we? We are. Yeah, literally, it's just fields if we carry on that way and that way. So, in fact, looking at it, to be honest, no, I think we've not done badly. We've just not visited that. I always forget you can't see. We've not visited that area there very much. That's the only thing I'm going to say. We went all the way down the main street. We've been to the biogas plant, been all the way up the main street. Just not done these back sides, the few sell points, which the productions, they are much of a muchness. But yes, it is, as you can see, an absolutely stunning map. The one thing I don't like as a farmer, not as attention to detail, all those bushes. Yes, I would insist on ripping the fields up because they drove me crazy. The amount of times I've banged into a bale. Right, this is us riding into the sunset. Thank you very much for sharing in this journey with me, and I hope you're going to continue on other journeys that we go on other maps. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.